Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And you know what else I didn't do? I did not show off the shop. So let's show off the shop before we get into that. So we have your typical 1-up energy tank, M tank. We have the energy balancer. I like the energy balancer. We also have this energy saver. It reduces the well, it does what it says on the screen. It reduces the amount it takes to use our special weapons. We have hair dye. I love the description on that. And then we have these armor parts. Mega Boots 2.0. You know, makes your defense capability is better. Makes your Buster deal more damage. I don't like these in this game. Well, I appreciate that they're here for those who like that stuff. Personally, I'm not going to get them because armor upgrades like this feel more along the lines of Mega Man X than the classic series. And that's one thing I'm not going to get into. But if you want to get into it, you can do that. There's also special... yes, this is what I was going to show off. You can go and rebattle the Robot Masters and also other things. I think there's a couple special bosses you can battle through here as well. I'm not going to get into those on this playthrough. This will just be a playthrough through the main game and the main story. So I did practice once or twice on the 8 Robot Masters before coming into this, because I didn't want to look like I completely did not know what I'm doing, when it's really just I haven't played this game in about a year. So we're going to take a stroll through the forest. And I love the music for this game. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. That was rude. Stop that. We have ambush pit enemies. We have ancient tribal spear traps. That's what those are. And I love how each stage has its own... its own different gimmicks, its own things that it does. And I like how this game introduces its gimmicks. It shows you what it does in kind of a safe environment, and then starts putting you to the test on them. Alright, time to show off Trash Attack. It's really strong. And it uses up pretty much the whole screen, so I want those parts. And there's also some health pickups right down there. You couldn't really see them through the bushes, but they're there. And this is a guy that's annoying. Let's let him get fully on screen. He always gets me. And we have underwater in this stage, too. And we have a secret little space where we can slide over. This is why I wanted to come to the stage early, so I can get these, the bolts. So I can buy that stuff that I want to buy. And let's just take a look at the Trash Attack. Throw 7 blocks of trash that spiral out and explode on contact. The explosions can hit enemies multiple times. And you can see the power, the cost. Now, once you get the energy saver, when you go to the cost, it will show the reduced cost on those. I love that touch as well. And we have your ground crawler enemy. Pretty standard. We have, I don't know, dolphins, fish, whales, something that's trying to kill us. And here's a dangerous area. Those javelin traps, they don't do instant death, but they take away like half your health. It's a little crazy. So you definitely want to avoid those, because they hurt a lot. And the hardest part of this stage is coming up, and that is the mini-boss. I'm going to try and use Trash Attack. Trash Attack does fairly well. It's not the best thing to use against the this particular mini-boss, but it got the job done. I'll probably still, since this is a fan game, I'll probably still stick with only one stage per video, maybe? Stop that. And that. No, you would drop health like that. That's not worth going back for. And you can stick your Buster through Sniper Joe's shield there and blast him while his shield is up. I like that touch too. I'm surprised this stuff has not killed me yet. This'll kill me. Go. We need that M, which stands for... how did I get through there? Well, I was gonna say the M stands for I might not get out of here alive, but apparently I did. So, yeah. No, there's nothing off to the right here, though I could... That's odd. Odd little glitch. You can half slide off the screen. There's nothing to the left side. In fact, I don't need that charge up while we're doing this. Personally, I don't like these sort of ladder challenges, or at least I don't like being timed on those sort of ladder challenges. I'm okay with it showing up once, maybe twice per game, and so you don't see that overused in this game. All the jumps to get through a stage can be made without Rush Coil, even though we have Rush Coil. So it's not necessary to use Rush to get through a stage. You're bothersome down there, but we have Trash Attack, which misses. I rarely see this thing miss. But just look at how strong it is. Okay. And now we battle Leaf Man. When I first played this game, this was the first place I went to, and the first boss I beat. Still like the boss music. It's very upbeat, very exciting. Leaf Man can be kind of tricky to dodge. A lot of quick movements going on. But just keep at it, even if you get hit. Just don't let one hit get to you. Just keep battling him because he will keep coming. I dodged that improperly. Ooh, I dodged that improperly. That's okay, I didn't have full health, so that's a valid excuse. And Leaf Man is not weak to the Trash Attack. He's not weak to fire either, which is not quite what you would expect from a leaf or wood-based enemy. I remember how to dodge those boomerangs better. That's okay. Even if I get hit... There we go. Once or twice on his pattern. Yeah, that's how you dodge it. This game is also home to my favorite Robot Master to fight in a fan game, so there's that as well. We'll get to that eventually. But now we get a weapon. I'd say this is one of my favorite weapons in the game, but It's really not, but it's very useful. The leaf boomerang, you can pick up items with it, you can hit enemies multiple times. It's got pretty good strength. It's there's a couple enemies that have some difficult or small hitboxes, or well, you'll see them. They're like Metar tank enemies, and so it's really nice against those things. Really nice against stuff that you need to jump up to reach and shoot that take a lot of hits, like some of those guys in Trash Man stage that took multiple hits. They'll probably die to like one leaf boomerang because the boomerang will sit there and get multiple hits on them. I like it. So in our next part, we're going to go after the super good and super powerful barrier weapon, but before we do that, I need to buy stuff. Yes. Energy saver first. Then we'll get the energy balancer. Alright. Now I'll see you guys in the next part.